Hello everyone, RoseGoldSerpent here and welcome back to the Mindful server. Before we get started, I'd like to shout out our server host MC Pro Hosting. Click the link in the description below to find out more. And now, onwards! So after seeing Luke's place last week, I've decided to upgrade my house. My first step was to go down and lay some foundations underneath the house in the water. Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of underwater help or potion or anything enchantment-wise, so this whole process took a little bit of time. It was a lot, and I almost drowned several times, but eventually I got it done. I tried to keep all the materials the same, because this is essentially just an extension to my home, it's just downwards. My plan is to add 2 layers at the moment. The bottom layer I'm going to put a farm in, because I never seem to have enough food, which is really annoying. I would like to have enough food. And the other layer I'm probably going to have essential storage in, so all my key items, spare armour, all my diamond stuff, things like that. Things that I'm going to need regularly or might need in an emergency. Once I'd built my big square, I went about getting all the water out. I actually went to the shopping district to buy a sponge or a few sponges, but nobody sells them. I asked around and apparently it's just too much hard work, and I get that. Ocean temples, it's a lot to look for sponges. So I had to go about it the old-fashioned way and got myself as much sand as I could hold and started filling the space up. And I only drowned once. Then of course once it was all filled up I had to go about taking all the sand right back out again. Then, because he's an absolute sweetheart, Lautner popped over and made much quicker work out of the sand than I did. He just has much better tools and is a much better player. Once all the sand was out, I got to work on the farm layer so I'd have more food available. Because the boys have been so helpful in this server, I haven't had to gather many of my own resources, but it means I also haven't thought about all the other essentials that I'd normally have sorted by now, like food. So this is an effort to fix that and make sure that in future I never have to worry about food again, because it's pretty essential and I'd like to just get it done. I made the floor for the second layer out of polished granite. Honestly, I just like polished granite. Sorry, not sorry. I also want to expand the house outwards so I can move the animals off the estate space. The cows are in the way of the bridge anyways, so moving them all just makes sense, and it will give me more room to actually build. So my goal is to get all my animals off of here, because I intend to turn this entire area into the estate that will go with the rest of those houses, which means the whole thing is going to be terraformed, it's going to be a ball ache, but it'll be worth it. So I have built, you can see part of it behind my head and to the left, I've built a platform extension off of the back of my house to put some more land on, so I can put grass, and that's where the animals will go. So what I'm going to do now is get some... The thing is, I'm going to need dark oak fences, and there are dark oak fences already here, but I'm gonna have to just make more. It's a little annoying, but we'll just crack on. Luckily, when I was trying to move the animals, I found some leads. I had 6 from several different wandering trainers that had just died on my land, so I hooped them all up, collected all the dark oak fences, and then used them around the back to fence off their new enclosures. I did attempt to replace them with brick walls just to start off with, because I didn't know if I had leads, but now I do have leads, so yay! After I'd moved all the animals across into their new enclosures, bar the chickens, which I plan to just wait until they lay enough eggs so that I can spawn new chickens in their new enclosure, because it'll be more convenient than trying to move them all. It was time to take down their old enclosures. I don't think I'll be putting a roof on the entirety of their new enclosures, because I don't think that's going to work. I am, however, leaving the glowstone in the ground just for now, because I'm going to use it to stop mobs from spawning. I've had a lot more illager patrols suddenly pop up all over again, and I'm not happy about it. Now I'm going to expand my actual house too. I hadn't originally planned to do this, I was just going to leave it as it is, but I figured, why not? I'm here, I'm feeling motivated, let's get this done. So the first thing I did was expand the platform that my house currently sits on so I'd have space for the new home. All I did to expand the house was just increase the length of it. I've made sure it's still an odd number so that when I build the roof, it'll go up so many and then it'll be flat, because I'm not very good at building roofs that are fancy, so I want to keep it as simple as possible. But all I really did was build another space, and then demolish the wall. And here it is, guys. Don't worry about the gap in the wall, I just didn't feel like waiting for a tree to grow before I wrap up this episode. Of course, I'll be decorating it at some point and not leaving it empty. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to put in here yet. I've got a few ideas on Pinterest and things like that. I also feel like we made a lot of progress this week. Even if it's a shorter video, the house has been expanded, the animals have been moved, and I've started terraforming outside so we can build more houses on the estate. And that will be my next plan. I've already started collecting bricks because I want to do a brick building. I love them. I just hope it looks better than the last one, but that's alright, we're learning to build, we're getting better as time goes on. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been RoseGoldSerpent. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let me know what you thought, and I will catch you later. Bye!